It was a year ago today that a mid-Michigan mother talked to her 10-year-old daughter for the last time. An undetected heart condition took Tina Eisenbeis' young life and left her family heartbroken. The tragedy putting her mom into action as she navigates her own heartache to find the reason to live once again. And that journey is taking her to places she never imagined. Each day starts anew on the small Puerto Rican island of Vieques, still emerging from devastating hurricanes more than a year ago. And on this morning, a welcomed visitor, offering a little help and hope, arriving from 2,000 miles away.
It's surreal. Like, how did we get here?
A question Tina Eisenbeis asks herself every day. No matter how far away from home, she wakes up with overwhelming grief. A year ago, her 10-year-old daughter, London, was ripped from her by an undetected heart condition.
Everything that's happened within the last year, looking back on it, I can't believe that all happened.
Hard to believe because in a sea of painful grief, a new purpose has washed ashore for this devastated mom. She's healing her own broken heart by helping others. Every step she takes is driving her to let the world know about London. She formed the London Strong Foundation, and it caught the attention of a woman on social media, a woman who once lived in mid-Michigan who now calls Vieques home.
I thought maybe she just may want to come down here and maybe just get away from everything.
Tina wanted to get away, but only if it fulfilled her purpose. She wanted to teach life-saving skills to island children the same age as her London.
She passed away in February.
On a hot day, huddled under a carport on a street where most buildings still don't have power, she demonstrated CPR and how to use an automated external defibrillator, or AED.
Push hard, push.
Though they didn't speak the same language, that barrier disappeared. And she saw the same curiosity and eagerness she saw in London in the face of each child.
She was very clear on the steps they needed to take. She was really loving. Sometimes we think that they're not paying attention, but they are. And when the time comes to prove it, they're the first ones to react.
I know London would have loved every minute of it.
And Tina is making sure these children can use these life-saving skills someday if needed by donating the right supplies to the only fire department on the island.
We need a simple battery.
A simple but expensive battery for this small department nestled next to the vacant hospital. Once the only place for medical treatment on the 20-mile-long island, it now sits abandoned after the hurricanes.
Llame pidiendo ayuda.
With only a few AEDs known to be in Vieques, Tina was happy to donate the critical equipment she hopes will help keep another parent from being forced to live with the heartache she feels every day.
This is the thing that make the difference. You know, we don't have to do a lot of things or maybe a big things.
But it is a big thing for a little island still showing visible scars. But beyond the damage lies a thriving human spirit, the same spirit keeping this mom alive. And she will continue to leave a little piece of her daughter London everywhere she goes.
I would like to actually expand and be in other countries as well, to have London Strong everywhere and to make, you know, the CPR awareness and AED awareness, bring it to them as well. I know London's smiling from above.
And Tina's mission doesn't stop there. London loved animals, and because of her, the helpless animals on the island are getting relief. Tomorrow night on TV5 News at 6, our journey continues. We'll show you how a small store is raising funds for the island's only animal shelter, a store that's now officially London Strong. A mom's mission to change the world in the name of her late daughter continues. Last night, we showed you the life-saving skills she taught young children and the critical medical equipment she donated to the island of Vieques in Puerto Rico. Tonight, we're taking you back to the island where Tina Eisenbeis is living out London's legacy to help animals in need of a loving home. A familiar sight and sound on the small island of Vieques in Puerto Rico. Horses roaming free like a pack of dogs. A closer look reveals a desperate need for care, food, and shelter. A struggle experienced by many animals on the island.
Life of the animals on this island is always difficult.
Tom Wright is the vice president of the Vieques Humane Society. He says there is a cultural difference in how animals are viewed on this island.
It's a place where animals are not generally treated as pets. They're generally treated as utilitarian or necessary evils.
Something that may be hard for many here at home to understand, like Tina Eisenbeis, inspired by her daughter to make a difference. Her precious London died 1 year ago from an undetected heart condition. Tina says the 10-year-old lived for helping animals.
She just wanted to help. She said, I want to have 100 cats one day. I want to help everybody.
Turn it around so you can see the front.
Tina says London would repeatedly ask her to visit the Humane Society. And like many of the animals in this island shelter, London was drawn to the ones needing a little extra love.
She was like, I want this one because nobody else is going to want her.
Since losing London, Tina has thrown her heart and soul into the London Strong Foundation, which works to spread awareness about life-saving techniques and helpless animals.
The foundation is incredible by educating everybody.
Sarah Jarvis once lived in mid-Michigan, but now calls Vieques home. After noticing Tina's story on social media, she reached out to her to see if she could sell London Strong gear at her small island store called Who Let the Dogs Out. Everything she sells benefits the Vieques Humane Society.
So we can keep the vet care and, food and shelter and, adoption.
I mentioned giving them 20% of the proceeds to help the Humane Society here because that's what London would love to be doing if she was here.
Tina believes this would have been London's favorite spot at the Vieques Humane Society. It's the cat room, and London had a very special place in her heart for cats.
You love your kitty, don't ya?
The kitty room was amazing. Walking in and they're all coming and meowing, touch me, pet me, play with me. Oh, she would have loved the kitty room.
A sentiment that's shared by Tom. For the past 15 years, this small sanctuary has given him a purpose, and witnessing it is giving Tina hope that she's on the right path to finding her own, a journey guided by a force that is London Strong.
I know London would have loved every minute of it, especially the cat room. Even the puppies, just from the puppies to the cat room, how they take care of the animals here. That's what she always wanted to do. Was she would say I would take any animal in to take care of them.
And Tina is already planning to return to Vieques to host a London Strong race next year. You can learn more about the London Strong Foundation and the Vieques Humane Society in the story on our website at WNEM.com.